Hey, Anna, what's up?
Hi, Dr. John. Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks for calling in. Let's shake off that last call. What's up?
So I was hoping you could help me with something I've been dealing with. So my boyfriend and I have been dating for about 5.5 years.
Good God, why? Why so long?
That's what I want to talk to you about.
Is it you or him?
It's him.
Oh, it's him. Okay.
I'm ready. I've been ready for a while. He's known. I told him on our 2-year anniversary, I thought he was the one that was ready, and he's just not there yet.
Okay.
So my question is, how do you know? Like, how would I know if I should still be patient and give him more time, or when it's time to potentially walk away from the relationship?
He doesn't need more time.
No.
What else is he going to learn about you?
I do feel like I've grown a lot.
We all have. If y'all had gotten married 2 years ago, y'all would have grown into completely different people. That's the beauty of being married.
Okay.
Like, you're not searching for this one place where you're finally going to arrive and solidify yourself in concrete and finally be the one. You're going to be a wonky, wobbly, goofbally Anna. And y'all going to get married, and you're going to find out weird things about each other, and you're going to continue to wake up every day and say, all right, I chose her. So what do I do next? I chose him. What am I going to do next?
Okay.
And here's how I know this. Okay, this is me speaking from personal experience. I dated my wife for 5 years. And I'll never forget, I was fishing with my buddy. Me and Ryan were fishing. It was late into the night, and fishing is probably overselling it. We would throw catfish lines out, often catch nothing, but catching fish was just an excuse to sit on the side of a lake and hang out together. And he said, when are you going to marry that girl? And I said, man, I just love being single. And he looked at me and said, I won't use the words that he used. I'll edit them for this. But he said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You're the lamest single guy I've ever met. You don't go out. You're not like playing the field. It's not like, he said, I think you're just a coward. And I remember going, oh gosh, I've been thinking this is about her. It's not about me. It's about me. Has he given you any hints or ideas as to why 3.5 years after you told him, I think I'm ready to call it with you, you're my guy, that he's like, nah?
Yeah, and I have them here. I asked him a couple weeks ago.
Please make me a list. Please make me a list. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay, go for it.
I did ask that, and I don't think it went as well as I thought. It's kind of hard to hear, but I do have my list.
Okay, go for it.
His biggest one is losing his identity.
Yes. He will not only lose his identity, he will set fire to it.
Yeah.
And he will create a new one with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what marriage is. It's not this parallel track we take together.
Yeah, he said that it's kind of feeds into a lot of his reasons, but he's scared that I'm going to be too stringent, which I am, kind of stringent, but he's scared he's going to live a life that he does not enjoy with me.
And that's him saying, I want to break up with you, but he's too much of a coward to do that. And I'm sorry to say that.
No, I appreciate it. I've spent a lot of time in this relationship, and
I know
this has been a big, heavy thing for me to think about.
How old are you?
I'm 27. He's 30.
Okay. I think we have a tendency, I think, you know what? I was going to say young age, but I think all across the board that we look at relationships like a 401k. I put this much time into it and this much effort into it, so it needs to ROI here. But my question I would ask you is, what have you learned about Anna over the last 5 years?
I have learned, and first of all, I've learned I like control a lot. So about a little over a year ago, I actually hired a Christian life coach, and we've been working on that. When I first met him, I was very shy, and I still am, and I was very much like, I'm never going to, like, I was scared to travel, but now I'm going on solo trips. I just went to Europe. Like, I've really opened my shell.
That's amazing.
I'm traveling all the time.
So I want to tell you, if you don't end up marrying this person, the last 5 years aren't a wash.
Oh, absolutely. I've grown so much and learned so much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't regret it at all, regardless of what happens.
Yeah. So why is he continuing to date you, even though he said, I think being with you as your husband would cause me to live a life I don't want to live?
Probably comfort. Okay. We are long distance now, and we have been for about half the relationship.
Okay.
I know his parents
don't get a vote.
Controlling.
Who cares about his parents?
He doesn't get a vote. No, they love me.
I'm just saying, like,
it's all good.
Yeah. If they're very controlling, it doesn't surprise me that he's been dating somebody who's controlling because his body wants to solve that problem.
Yeah.
And he's
I don't know if I'm controlling, but sorry, go ahead.
You said like you've been controlling, right? But he's also married somebody who's been controlling and who's actively in the process of doing the work to open her hands. That's what love and growth looks like. He's just choosing not to do love and growth. He's choosing to do love, but he's not choosing to do growth with you.
It's fair.
And that breaks my heart for you.
God is good. I know something good will come out of it.
I think the thing for you is to ask yourself, what has come that's good out of it? You're traveling the world by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You got in with a coach to see, like, what are some practices I can do that are different, right?
Yeah.
You learn what love is, and you learn what love's not. What else did he put on that list?
Oh, part of the stringency is church. We're both Christians, and church is very important to me. Like, I'm at church unless I'm traveling or sick. I'm at church pretty much every weekend. And he's not. He does love Jesus, but he doesn't put church as a priority, and he's scared, like, because I've told him, me and my husband and my future children, whoever they are, we're going to be going to church as a family.
And he's told you, I'm not.
He says he will.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, probably. Most guys I know do one thing for 5 years and they just switch it on a dime.
Yeah. I mean, when we're together, we always go together.
Yeah.
And yeah, the other one is there's a lot of it's kind of funny saying these now, but he wants to find more activities that we have in common first.
And you hear it when you say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me where this is in your body right now. Where are you feeling this?
In my gut.
Yeah. Is it heavy?
Mm-hmm.
Did you already know this before you called me?
I'm one of those people. I don't really give up on people. It's like, once you're someone in my life, I'm going to do everything. So I've been fighting for this for a really long time.
Yeah. Can I reframe that for you?
Yes, please.
I don't think you're not giving up on him. I think you're loving him the way he is asking to be loved. He's asking you to honor his wishes. You're giving up on trying to build a home all by yourself while somebody else sits in the front yard in a lawn chair and says, I'm not building that house. I want a different house.
Mm-hmm.
So you're giving up on that building project. You're not giving up on him. In fact, you're giving him exactly what he wants because you love him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's to open your hand and let him go.
Okay. Just hard, like, and I know there's so many amazing people out there, but he really is like.
Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet. Just be sad.
Okay.
Be sad. I'm curious why he doesn't have the courage to just end it with you.
He's a level 10 people pleaser.
So he's kind of a coward?
That sounds more harsh than people pleaser, but maybe.
He would rather lie to you and string something along instead of honor you and let you go, because it's going to be uncomfortable for him.
Yeah.
He would rather be comfortable and have you at the end of the line instead of either reel you in or cut the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watching somebody else drown and not do anything about it is cowardice. I mean, you can call it what you want. You can call it people-pleasing. You can call it any sort of fill in the diagnostic, but he knows what you want because you're a pretty amazing person and you've called it out. Here's what I need. And he's a pretty amazing guy. He's called it out. He just won't take the next step. So I think if I'm you, the next thing I would do is, when's the next time y'all are going to be together in person?
Labor Day. So about 3 weeks.
Okay. I'm pretty obsessive about things, and so I'd probably be on a plane today, but that's just how I roll. And that's not healthy. That's just how I do it. Mm-hmm. If you have to, because of finances or work or schedules or whatever, if you have to wait till Labor Day, I would tell them, I see this list, and there's just simply some incompatible things. And so on Labor Day, we're going to get together, and we're going to have the hard conversation like adults across the table. Are we going to go our separate ways?
Okay.
Somewhere along the way, you have told yourself that it's your job to shore up all of his insecurities.
That was something me and my life coach went through the list, and we both agreed that I can't really solve most of these things.
You can't. And that's not an indictment of you. It's not an indictment of him. That's just the puzzle piece doesn't fit. And these are about values for you guys. These aren't about beliefs. If it was about beliefs, like we both agree on working out. Well, she likes to run and I like to ride bikes. All right, we can get married. That's great. We'll figure that out. But like value, I will be in church every week, period. And my person I marry will value that like me. And my kids will be raised in that environment. And he's saying they will not.
Yeah.
Then we've drawn a line. And it's been 5 years. And I just think you're worth somebody looking at you and valuing you the way you have chosen to value you. And he does too.
Definitely.
My only beef with him is that he hasn't called it.
Yeah, not to make excuses for him, but he does live a very chaotic, stressful life, a hard job, and I think he's just trying to clean some of that up.
That's exactly you making excuses for him.
Okay. I heard it too.
Yeah, right as you said out loud. Yeah. There's a counseling practice that you just ask people to say their thing out loud and record it like on a little device or on their phone and just play it back. And it's often, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was so negative, or oh my gosh, I didn't realize, right? You have that dialed in right when you say it. I can hear it like, oh no, yeah, you're right. Whew. Yeah, sounds like hard conversations in order. And for everybody listening, I don't fault either of these people here for drawing lines in the sand and for having boundaries. And people are allowed to feel how they feel. The only beef I have here is he's made a choice, and it sounds like a while ago, that what Anna needs and wants in her life for her future partner is not going to be him. And so my expectation is that when somebody gets there, they don't choose the path of, well, I want to be comfortable, so I'm going to let this person just dangle and at the end of this line until they decide to cut it. I'm going to be a person of integrity and look you in the eye and say, I love you, and I've had an amazing time with you. I don't think we are forever. I'm not going to choose to be forever with you. And live in that discomfort and that heartbreak and those deep, deep tears and that loneliness and that vacuum, and it will be heartbreaking. And if both people are living in integrity, the sun will come up. It will come up. Or maybe he looks at you and says, I'm crazy to lose you. I'm going to work on these things. Will you work on them with me? And now you got somebody maybe you can build a life with. Thanks for the call, Anna. Hey, let me know how that conversation goes, whether you get on a plane today and go visit him or you wait for 3 weeks. I want to know how that conversation goes. And my hope is that both of you can say the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and y'all can come to some resolution so that y'all can both get some peace, whichever way you go.